What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's doing okay. Thanks for stopping by. It's Sean Mack from SFO, and today we're here to discuss a little bit of that Tyreek Hill situation and make some sense out of it. Remember, if you like the content, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. First off, for those who don't know about the situation, Tyreek Hill is a receiver. He plays for the Dolphins, and he was on his way to a game, and he was stopped. So let's make some sense of this situation. Why was he stopped in the first place? They said he was speeding. Okay, that's fine. Why was he manhandled? Why did they have their knee in his back? Miami cops were doing a little bit too much, if you ask me. It seemed like down there they have a lot of situations. You know, it's a big city, just like New Orleans, where I'm from. And it's always a lot of things going on, a lot of events going on. So maybe they were, you had the game starting that day. Maybe they were on their P's and Q's trying to get people for speeding. But there's no reason to handle him in such a manner. That cop that you see with his knee on Tyreek Hill's back, he's been put on leave, barring an investigation, so that's good. But would that have happened if that wasn't Tyreek Hill? We'll get into that a little later. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that cop didn't know who Tyreek Hill was at that moment. He saw a speeding car. He stopped it. Once he noticed that it was a black man in a fly car wearing jeans and a wife beater, he escalated the situation. Now listen to me. I'm being real as I possibly can about this situation. I'm not a person that believe everything is about race. There are many ass cops out there who they're just horrible individuals. They treat everyone they encounter like they're the boss of that person. Doesn't matter the race, black, white, Spanish, ethnicity, it doesn't matter. They're just horrible people. They just want to be in charge. As we like to say, they probably was bullied when they were teenagers in high school, and they became a cop and said, I'm definitely going to handle people in a messed up manner when I encounter them for the rest of my career. But after the game, Tyreek Hill spoke about the incident, and one thing he said stood out to me in my mind, and it was huge. Quote, this is from Tyreek Hill, quote, what would have happened to me if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? It's a small statement that holds a lot of weight, but as a society, we need to hold these type of cops accountable for their stupidity and malicious acts. And the crazy thing about it is Tyreek Hill wasn't the only Miami Dolphin to be detained that day. Calais Campbell, old grizzled vet, defensive end, plays for Miami Dolphins now. He's been around. If you know about him, then you know about him. But he saw the situation going down with Tyreek Hill and the cops, and he decided to pull over to try to, in his words, de-escalate the situation. And he said he wasn't hostile. You know, he's a soft-spoken, mild-mannered guy, if you know anything about him. He said he went to approach the cops, and they detained him as well and pretty much arrested him as well. Calais Campbell was just trying to fix the situation. The thing about these cops sometimes is they don't want to hear it. They always feel like they're in charge and that you're violating them by stepping to them, asking them questions. Now, I know you shouldn't walk up to a crime scene, but you can see Calais Campbell's a huge guy. You can't put it together that these guys are not NFL players. Not saying that you let NFL players get away with what they want to get away with. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that sometimes you got to be in the right state of mind and kind of formulate. You're a cop. You're supposed to see situations and think them out. You should see like, okay, this is a big guy. He's fast. Tell me this. Do you really think that these cops, once they saw him, especially the cop that had his knee in the back and the one that's on leave right now, barring investigation, you think once they stopped him, they didn't know who Tyreek Hill was? Man, those cops know everybody in Miami. They know every athlete in Miami. You know, they probably be trying to get little deals here, and I mean little, give me tickets or this and that. They do security work for the stadium most of the time. So you got to know who Tyreek Hill is. If not him, you got to know who Calais Campbell is, and he was detained as well. But like I said, barring investigation, this cop's on leave. I think it's going to come out that he's been doing things in the past that's similar to this situation. You probably have a lot of people that done file reports on him, and this just so happened to be somebody in the spotlight like Tyreek Hill, which is going to put his career on shine to the rest of the world. Let's go see what he's been doing. Let's see what he's been stopping and who he's been stopping. Does he have a lot of cases where he stopped more black people than white people? You know, just certain things like that. Like I say, everything isn't race related, But in this world, everything is race related. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. On that note, I've been Sean Mack discussing my thoughts on the Tyreek Hill situation. In peace. I'll see y'all in the next video. Holla.